want to thank Charlie Spiker. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Such a beautiful touch to get our first annual virtual, hopefully not annual, first ever, one time only virtual retirement celebration going. So thank you so much for that. It was beautiful. And now we are going to have Alfredo Frias have a recording of the national anthem. Maybe. We good, Dave?
Oh. So.
All right, give us a second.
Oh God.
That's all right.
Wait a second. Share screen.
That's all right.
Wait, share computer sound. Optimize screen share. Ah. There it goes.
That was awesome. Thank you, Dave.
Ah, yes.
Great, thank you. And thank you to Mr. Frias for the beautiful rendition. That was awesome. I believe he's from Eisenhower, and he's going to be joining the High this fall, so we look forward to that. I just wanted to thank everyone for jumping on tonight. Again, this was not how we wanted it to go down, but we have done nothing but pivot and adapt for the last 3 months, so why do anything different now? So thank you for joining us for our first ever virtual retirement ceremony brought to you by the COVID pandemic. Despite our virtual format, we cannot let the year go by without recognizing the service and support provided by our retirees. On our celebration this year, we have over 700 years of service across 32 retirees. So just think for a second, over 700 years of service. We couldn't be more appreciative of their service and dedication to the Norristown Area School District and community. As you can see by the list of retirees, it takes a village for our district to run and our students and families to be served. The list of retirees encompasses food service, bus drivers, maintenance, custodians, secretaries, paraprofessionals, nurses, teachers, principals. The district cannot run without all of these people working together for our community. We extend our most sincere thanks and gratitude for your dedication, service, and passion that you've given to Norristown. You'll be missed, but we're thrilled for your next chapter. Wish you all the best luck, success, and happiness. Norristown is always your home, so never hesitate to come back and see the wonderful work we're doing here, and that of which you were a part of for so long. So thank you so much. I'm happy now to turn it over to Mr. Shay Ash, our Norristown Area School District President. What a beautiful baby.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
All right. Greetings, retirees. On behalf of the Board of School Directors, it's an absolute pleasure to congratulate you on your retirement. I strongly believe what truly makes this district so great is our community. You've helped shape the community for many years, and your legacy will continue on for years to come. We're sorry that COVID-19 made March 12th the last time you physically saw your students in our schools. But what inspired us is your dedication to ensure this community doesn't skip a beat and the district continues to serve our families the best way we could. Some of you learned Google Classroom or ClassLink, while others put on a mask and glove to serve our families meals bi-weekly so no child went hungry. When tensions in our country reached a peaking point and our students needed an adult to help explain the situation, you responded to late night emails and were available during office hours to offer support for them. You earned the recognition of heroes of the pandemic, and we hope that you know how much we appreciate you all. We hope someday we can welcome you back one day as our guest and give you more of a formal ceremony that you deserve. In the meantime, enjoy your new normal, and I hope you have a safe and happy retirement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ash. We appreciate your words. And now for Mr. Dormer, our Superintendent of Schools.
Thank you, Mrs. Navarro. Good evening, everyone. It is great to see everybody, or at least see little windows of everybody virtually. And we want to thank everyone for joining us this evening for this most special celebration. As Caitlin stated earlier, tonight we celebrate 32 individuals who have or will be retiring as members of the Norristown Area School District family. She didn't do the exact math on this, but what we can measure of the impact of those 32 individuals is 729.3 years of cumulative service to the district. That's 729.3 years of knowledge and expertise we have to find a way to replace. Most importantly, that is 729.3 years of consistency, longevity, and dedication to our schools, our children, and our families. While we can measure those years, what we can't measure is the very personal impact each of you have had on the lives of everyone in the Norristown Area School District. You will never know how much you've meant to each person you've come in contact with, interacted with, and served. Each student you have taught, you've helped, or you've influenced. And every colleague you've collaborated with, cared for, and supported. So tonight, as we celebrate and as you prepare to move on to the next phase of your life, know that you have had a profound impact on all our lives. Tonight, we wish you congratulations, health, and happiness on your well-deserved retirement. Please know that you will always be an Eagle and you will always be part of the Norristown Area School District family. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Dormer. And we have a really cool musical interlude that Mr. Borgo is going to share with us. We have to thank the Norristown Area Choral and Music team for putting this together. I watched it today, and it's a good time. Are you ready, Mr. Lasky?
E compare, ci vuol suonare, e si suona un friscaletto, e come si suona un friscaletto tipi-tipi-tipi-ta.
E compare, ci vuol suonare, chi si suona un saxofona, e come si suona un saxofona, un saxofon, un friscaletto, tipi-tipi-tipi-ta.
E compare, ci vuol suonare, e si suona un mandolino, e come si suona un mandolino, un saxofona, un friscaletto, tipi-tipi-tipi-ta.
Hey compare, c'è il sonore, chi se suona o violino, e come se suona e violino, o violin, o mandolin, o saxophone, o friscoletta, tippity tippity ta.
E compare, ci vuol suonare, che si suona alla trombetta. E come si suona alla trombetta? Alla trombetta.
O violin, o mandolin, o saxophone, o friscoletta, tippity tippity ta.
Ehi compare, ci va a suonare, chi se suona alla trombona, e come se suona la trombona, alla trombone, alla trompette, du violin, du mandolin, du saxophone, du friscolette, tippity tippity, tippity tippity ta.
Was that, I watched that thinking about how it's hard it is to get even a Zoom meeting together, let alone all of that went through to editing it together. And we're so thankful to you all the time. And that's what you get when one of their own, Mr. Kenneth Lasky, is retiring. So we hope you all enjoyed, and we just really, really appreciate all the time and effort that it took to put that all together. So right along in our program here, I'm excited to turn it over to our principals and administrators to recognize our retirees. So I will just send out a list, but I'll just kind of let you know who's up next. But we're going to start with Dr. Ponteri. So Nicole, take it away.
All right, well, good evening, everyone. I'd like to start off first with just a general congratulations to all the retirees. I haven't worked with all of them, but from my colleagues, I hear, lots of positive things from everyone. So a general congratulations and best wishes to everyone. And I'd also like to offer my congratulations to Mary Ellen Lonsdale specifically. She was at Cole Manor this past year. She was there just for the year, but it was an absolute pleasure having her. So on behalf of our entire staff, I also would like to wish her a healthy, happy, long retirement. And then, of course, Sandra Stosko, our elementary principal colleague, on behalf of the elementary team and all of AAS, again, I can't say enough about what a pleasure it's been working with Sandra, since I joined the district 20-some years ago. She's always been, just someone you can go to with questions, someone to collaborate with. And, I just recall being very warmly welcomed by her when I first arrived here. So I want to wish her and her entire family just a great retirement, enjoy, and make sure you come back and visit us. So, congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Ponteri. And now we're going to turn it over to Ms. Jeanette Fernandez. Hi, Fern.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I am so happy to be here. And again, you're going to hear a lot of the same, but congratulations. The most important job that you have done is working, for our children, for the families, and, for all of us. So I cannot even say thank you enough, because all those hours that you spend at 9 in the morning creating plans, it was well worth it. So thank you again, but enjoy your retirement. I think that it's gonna be a great feeling after tonight. And Sandra, we're gonna miss you. You have been part of the team, and yeah, we have been working together for quite a while. So again, everybody, be happy, enjoy your retirement. You cannot travel right now, but try to find other things that you like to do. And we're always here for you, so thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Fern. Next, we're going to throw it to one of our honorees having a dual role this evening, Ms. Stosko.
Hi, everyone. Again, congratulations to everyone. Well-deserved, whether you were here for 10 years, 20 years, 30 plus years, well-deserved, and congratulations. And to Ms. Fernandez and Dr. Ponteri, thank you for those nice comments. I appreciate that. We'll always be a team. Even if I'm not there, I will still be there for you. It is my honor and pleasure to congratulate one of my teachers at Hancock. We have a lot of veteran teachers. We don't have many that retire, but this year, Karen Mitchell decided it was time. Karen didn't start out as a teacher. For 19 years, she worked in insurance, retail, sales rep, and then ended being a registrar in the emergency room. But it wasn't until she had her own kids and they started going to school where she realized when they would come home every day so excited about school and what their teacher did and can't go back, we wait to go back tomorrow and so on, that she decided she wanted to do that. So she went back to school, she became a teacher, and she was there for 14 years. I asked her what she loved about teaching, if she preferred a certain grade. And what she said was, when she taught fourth grade, it was exciting to see my fourth graders strive for independence while taking on the increasing demands of their grade level. She just is retiring from second grade now. Second graders are fun to teach because they're always amazed at understanding new skills. They get their new learning is built upon what they already know and is excited to give them confidence. And then when she taught first graders, she said they were always so excited to practice their reading and math skills. They had such a love for learning and it was so much fun to watch. I asked Karen what her favorite part about being a teacher was. She was saying it was to be an advocate for her students. She knew that they all learned in different ways and she was good with that. Now that she's retired, she plans to spend more time with her family, doing projects around the house, and planning for her daughter's wedding in May of 2021. So she's got her fingers crossed that they can pull that off. Karen, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your commitment to Hancock students, families, and the Norristown Area School District. We're gonna miss you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was on mute for a second there. Thank you so much, Sandra. That was beautiful. And Karen, we wish you nothing but the best and good luck on the wedding. That's so exciting. Next, we're going to turn it over to Erin Graditsky, who is going to cover a retirement we have at Marshall Street as well as Whitehall.
Right. Hi, everybody. It is my honor to speak on behalf of Janet Riley, special education teacher at Marshall Street. I've had the pleasure of working with Janet in a supervisor role for the past few months, and I've also had the privilege of knowing and working alongside Janet for about a decade. On behalf of Mr. Skaczynski, Marshall Street, and the Special Education Department, we would like to thank Janet for her dedication and commitment to all of the students whose lives she has touched. Janet will go the extra mile for both kids and their families. Janet is a true professional dedicated to families and students and will be missed by both the Marshall Street and the special education team. Janet, we are wishing you all of the best in your retirement. And then I also have the honor to speak on behalf of Nancy Cassidy, special education teacher at Whitehall, although she's been in many, many districts within the district, or many, many schools within the district. So on behalf of Mrs. Kirksey, Whitehall, and the entire special education department in NASD, we would like to thank Nancy Cassidy for her contributions to the successful programming she developed for students not only at Whitehall, but the many other buildings in which she worked. Her commitment to students and their learning was evident through the relationships she built. Nancy is a passionate and a cheerleader for students with disabilities, a voice for their social and emotional well-being, as well as their instructional needs. Wishing Nancy Cassidy a wonderful, exciting, and fulfilling retirement.
Thank you so much, Erin. And I just want to join because we went through Marshall Street, but I would be remiss if we didn't mention Ms. Karen Messick, who's a paraprofessional with us for 5 years. She did retire, but we didn't honor her last year due to when her retirement came through. So I just want to mention as well the 5 years that she was able to give students in the paraprofessional role is so much appreciated. So thank you so much. So moving on from Ms. Erin, can we go to Ms. Cole, please?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I would also like to extend my congratulations to all the retirees. You know, we talked about how many years all of you put together, added up, and what I think about is with all of you, the amount of lives that you have impacted. over all of those many, many years. And that's what education is all about. So, you know, on behalf of the Norristown Area School District, I congratulate each and every one of you, and, you know, may your life begin now, your next chapter. I'm highlighting two people tonight, and the first person is Becky Kennedy. And Becky was with the district for 17 years. She retired last year. She spent almost all of her teaching career at Paul Fly, but I was very, very fortunate to get her in her last year of service. And she was just a wonderful addition to the Musselman team. And when I think about Becky, I think about a few things. And the things that come to mind for me are committed, team player, flexible, and willing to help with everything. So I wish her the best in retirement, and now's when the fun begins. And the second person that I'm speaking on behalf of is Mary Ellen Lonsdale, and Dr. Poncari mentioned her before. Mary Ellen's been in the district for 32 years, a lot of years, and she's been in many different buildings. She served most of her career at Paul Fly. She's also worked with Cole Manor and Gottwalls, and I've had the pleasure of working with Mary Ellen for the last couple of years. And when I think about Mary Ellen, some of the things that come to mind for me are passionate. She was, again, willing to do anything. She planned for staff PD. She planned parent workshops, and she always did it with great integrity and great passion. So I thank her for all of her years of service. And again, I congratulate her in her retirement.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cole. We appreciate it. Next, we're going to move on to Mr. Jason Smith.
Good evening. It's a privilege and an honor to be part of this. As mentioned, I had a number of teachers that I had the opportunity to work with. Mrs. Lonsdale, Cassidy, and it's just been an honor and privilege to work with them. But tonight I am going to be recognizing two staff members from Paul Fly Elementary School. And then I want to say it's a privilege and a joy to work with Mrs. Osborne and Mrs. George. It's always bittersweet to say goodbye to somebody that has touched so many lives, including your own. But I'd like to share with you a couple of words that describe what I've learned from the lives of Mrs. George and Mrs. Osborne. First, hardworking. When I think about the two of them, hardworking. You know somebody by the cars they drive that they're hardworking. First thing in the morning, 7 o'clock, buildings open up, I'd see two cars. I see a white Jeep and a blue Ford Escape. And I would know that Mrs. George and Mrs. Osborne were there waiting for me or for one of my building engineers to open the building. Leaving at night, 5, 6 o'clock at night, you knew what cars were in the parking lot. The white Jeep and the blue Ford Escape. They were hardworking, and they gave their heart and their mind and energy to the Norristown Area School District. Second word is volunteer. If I could always count on Mrs. George and Mrs. Osborne to volunteer, whether it's a science fair, whether as an evening activity, stepping into a position, the lead teacher position, they were there, first hands up, ready to jump in. Third, willing to listen. They would listen to their colleagues. They were there at night, sometimes not just doing work, but listening to their colleagues and helping them, encouraging them. To their students, their families. They wanted to know and learn about their students and families. And if that meant visiting them, dropping off something at their house, phone calls, whatever hours of the night, they worked early, they stayed late to make sure that they met the needs of their students. And finally, doing their best for the children. They loved what they do. They showed them the work. They were sad to leave this way and not being able to say goodbye in person, but they did their best for the kids and they loved what they do. Cheryl, I'll miss you, your encouraging words, your smile, and dedication to your school family. Michelle, I'll miss your sense of humor, your energy in your classroom, and your work ethic. I wish both of you the best as you begin this new chapter in your life, and I look forward to your visits. Happy retirement. In conclusion, I want to say what an honor and privilege it has been to work with Sandra. I'll miss you. It's been a privilege to get to know you, to learn from you, and your words of encouragement. And I look forward to seeing what you do next in this next chapter of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. We appreciate all of those words. Next, we are going to move on to Eisenhower, Ms. Christy Taylor.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Hello, everybody. I have 3 people that I am recognizing today. First one is Diane Lees, who was our school nurse for as long as that I have been at Eisenhower for the past 13 years. Again, as everyone else has said, dedicated, comes to work every day, supports all of our students. We have a tough population over there and lots of needs for our children. And every day she comes in ready to support them in every way possible. So she will be missed. Miss Roseborough, who has worked 30 plus years, who I have moved since I've been there in 13 years all around my building, different reading and grade level positions. Her colleagues would come to her for support in writing, a phenomenal writer. And we just hope that she continues to do whatever makes her happy for the rest of her life. And last, Miss Rotundo, who has been with Eisenhower for over 33 years. Miss Rotundo is a paraeducator in our building. She has endured and survived anything from children to battling cancer and being a survivor, still coming to work every day, still supporting, our students with autism, always giving 100%, and every once in a while just stopping by my office to check in on me. So she will be missed as well. I want to wish all my retirees the best of luck for their future and enjoy their, many, many more years to come. And lastly, Sandra, girls, don't practice that golf game too well. I don't want you to start beating me, but I wish you the best in retirement. And I hope you enjoy, what life has to offer you guys.
That's great. Thank you so much, Chrissy. On to Mr. Hutchinson, East Norton.
Hi, everybody. You hear me okay? It looked like my computer was
you.
Hi. Well, I have the pleasure of speaking some kind words about Kim Reinert, who has been in the district, 34 years. And I think about the retirement party we did last week with the staff and the amount of people that showed up, from former students to former colleagues of hers, from her time at Stewart. A large number of staff members from East Norton showed up. And I not knowing Kim until this school year, it was very apparent to me how much love and respect, Kim, that you have from your colleagues and from really a lot of people in the school district. When I talked to a lot of teachers and asked them about, what words could you use to describe Kim, over and over and over, they repeated that you were the person that just sought out and connected with kids that needed relationships, and that you did an outstanding job with some students that came to school and they were craving a relationship with an adult in their lives, and you really reached out to them. And I was so appreciative to witness that firsthand this year. And we talked about, last week about the trajectory of lives that you changed. And really for all of our retirees tonight, when you think about it, all of us can think back to that time in our lives when someone we ran across, it was a teacher or a coach or someone, and they just tilted the axis of our lives a little bit, or they just changed that trajectory, and it really made a massive impact on us. So Kim, I know I said that to you last week, but you've changed the trajectory and tilted a lot of axes of students in the Norristown School District. And I know that many of them are blessed to have been in your class with you. I wrote the quote about Dr. Seuss that says, don't cry because it's over, but smile because it's happened. So Kim, I want you to smile for 3 reasons. 1, because you did change the trajectory and the lives of, and I literally could say thousands of kids over 34 years. Smile because you were loved by your colleagues and your peers. And the last reason I know you're going to smile is you are not going to have to navigate how to socially distance 940 East Norton Middle School students in the fall. So you should definitely smile about that. Congratulations for a wonderful career. I know that you're going to enjoy your time, and just know that you are loved by all at East Norton Middle School.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hutchinson. Appreciate that. On to Dr. Colbreth for Stewart Middle School.
Okay. So first of all, congratulations to all of the retirees tonight. Congratulations to Ms. Stosko. It seems like we're always crossing paths. I came, now I return to the district, and now you're leaving. So best of luck to the next stage. As far as Stewart is concerned, I have 2 retirees to honor tonight. The first one, Mr. Lasky. I don't think I can equal the musical tribute that his colleagues put together, but I will try. So I love quotes. So the quote that I thought of for Mr. Lasky is, if you have the chance to be exposed to a loving, understanding environment where the seed of compassion, loving kindness can be watered every day, then you become a more loving person, by Thich Nhat Hanh. So I think that really exemplifies Mr. Lasky. Although our time together was short, thank you for helping to foster that loving and understanding environment at Stewart on a daily basis. Your love of teaching translated to the children and the entire staff. We were all better off because of the time we spent with you. In addition to all of the other projects you were involved in, you always made time for the most fun lunches of the day. There was never a task that you asked Mr. Lasky to do that he wasn't like, sure, I'm on it, anything else you need me to do. Through it all, I don't think I ever saw you without a smile on your face, no matter what was happening. You will truly be missed at Stewart. We look forward to you joining us in the future for what we hope will be face-to-face concerts and musical performances. I know it'll make our students happy to look out into the crowd and to see your face. So best of luck to you as you spend your days with your family and especially your grandson. Thank you, Mr. Lasky.
Thank you, Dr. Colbert. Go ahead. Oh, can you unmute Dr. Colbert?
All right, can you hear me now?
Yep, thank you.
Patience is the calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than the one you have in mind. I think these words are particularly appropriate for Mr. Livers in his role at Stewart working with our students. His soft-spoken and easygoing nature made him a great support to students who were experiencing moments of extreme emotion. Although our time working together was extremely short, the testimony of the staff members who have worked with him over the years highlight his care and concern for children and a genuine desire to support them through temporary moments of challenge. We will miss your joy as you moved around the building, changing the dynamic of each person who shared your space and the feel of each classroom you entered. Simply put, Stewart Middle School thanks you for your service to the Norristown area school community and enjoy a well-deserved retirement. So thank you for your service, Mr. Lasky, Mr. Livers, and all of tonight's retirees.
Thank you so much, Dr. Colbreth. And now we will move on to Dr. Queenan.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all of our retirees. Ms. Stosko, my fellow Norristown alum, I will miss you, but I'm so happy for you and the next stage of your journey. Best wishes to you in your retirement. I would like to thank Mrs. Schaefer, the Roosevelt campus staff nurse, and also Mr. Burrell, our student supervisor, for all of their support and commitment to the Roosevelt campus students, families, and team. Mrs. Schaefer was always willing to lend a hand and support everyone in our entire building. We will miss her smile, and I know that she will definitely continue to exercise, one of her favorite things to do, and she'll be very active in her church with lots of activities there. Mr. Burrell was one of the first people to greet students every morning as they entered the Roosevelt campus, and then flexibility became his middle name because he was everywhere in that building, you know, supporting all of us with whatever we needed. And I know that Pharrell's Happy is one of his favorite songs, and I know that his retirement will be a happy one. We will miss Mr. Burrell and Mrs. Schaefer, but they'll always be a part of our village. I wish them both all the best in their retirement, and I look forward to hearing about the next chapter of their journey. Please keep in touch and come back and see us. And most of all, thank you so much for making a difference.
Thank you, Carla. Moving on to the other campus of the high, Mr. Roth.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all of the retirees. I would tell you that I'm jealous. Actually, I should tell you I'm jealous because I am. But, you know, education, no matter what your job is, teacher, counselor, nurse, paraprofessional, bus driver, you know, you get a chance to do something really special. You get a chance to, you know, change kids' lives. And, you know, everybody, you know, knows that the old adage that, you know, you'll forget, you know, everyone else that you come across in your life, but you'll remember that teacher's name forever. And it is so true. So really hats off to everyone who's able to, you know, retire. And I hope that you all get to enjoy it because you deserve it. Our retiree from the main campus of the high school, Sergeant Gene Schieffo, who retired at the end of last year. Gene, you know, is just a special person. You know, if you've been on the main campus of the high school ever, you know that the JROTC program is one of the most visible, best things about our school. And that is certainly in no small part due to Sergeant Schieffo's work. I think something that really strikes me is that in a time when our students that come from immigrant families, our students of Hispanic heritage, really needed a safe space in this, you know, political climate, that JROTC provided that. And I think that that's, you know, because of the foundation that Sergeant Schieffo and of course his partner Sergeant Shearer really set forth. So I know that not only will a lot of our students remember him forever, but I know that a lot of our students felt comfortable and welcome in the high school thanks to him and his personality. I also came to realize over the course of 2 years working with Sarge that he kind of had this quiet way about him of going through the halls, but everywhere he went, he left every adult that he encountered happy. Everybody was kind of smiling when he walked away. And he had this great, easygoing, you know, humble sense of humor about him. And I really admire that. So I thank him for his service to our kids. I thank him for his service to our nation as well. And, you know, we miss him.
Thank you, Mr. Roth. All right, moving to the admin building, we are going to start with Molitor.
Good evening, everybody. Congratulations to all the retirees. Tonight, I want to pay special tribute to Carla Baylor and Pam Woodside. I have to say it was not easy leaving a place of over 10 years and starting someplace new. But Pam and Carla truly welcomed me with open arms. They were the faces I saw at the start of my day, and they were always smiling. It's definitely made that transition a lot easier coming in as a newbie. You know, one thing that I have to say is special ed pupil services, it is a nonstop, not an easy job, and we are always running at full speed. And I have to say, with everything that they've been asked to do, they've always done it with a smile on their face. And as difficult as it could be, we always found time to laugh and have a good time in doing it. So it's truly a sad day for me, losing, you know, and having worked with them and for them moving on, but I'm so happy that they're able to move on and enjoy the next chapter in their lives. You know, they definitely have some big shoes to fill, and, you know, we're going to miss them greatly.
Thank you, Casey. I want to turn it over to Dr. Williams to honor our administrative retiree.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I do want to recognize every staff member who's retiring today. I want to congratulate you and thank you for your service. I do have one small quote that I would like to share. One looks back with appreciation to the brilliant teachers, but with gratitude to those who touched our human feelings. The curriculum is so much necessary raw material, but warmth is the vital element for the growing plant and for the soul of a child. So thank you to everyone who dedicated time and effort to children, because people are the life of a building in a school district. And to Sandra, I have truly appreciated getting to know you. I appreciate the fact that you are true, authentic, and supportive. I hope you enjoy every single minute with your family. You deserve it. I want you to relish in every single moment of it. So enjoy your time, relax, and thank you so, so much for your years of service.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. Mr. Borgo, do we have Mr. Dormer?
I think I'm back.
Oh, there you are.
So again, good evening once again, everybody. Congratulations to all our retirees. I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you and congratulations to Sandra Stosko as well. To me, it must be absolutely incredible to come back and work in the district where you grew up. You know, I think everybody knows, you know, Sandra is Norristown through and through. Sandra, you know, left an amazing legacy as a student at Norristown Area High School, and to come back and spend 37 years of your professional life giving back to the community that helped raise you is truly remarkable and is truly special. So Sandra, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for the district. It's been absolutely incredible getting to know you as an educational leader. And as a person, as a wife, as a mother, as a grandmother, as a fellow Disney fan, and again, you know, just everything, both personally and professionally, that you brought to our district has just been a blessing, I think, for everyone that's gotten to know you, whether it's been 4 years in my case or 37 years in the case of the families of this school district. So thank you, congratulations, and just wishing you nothing but health, happiness, and joy as you move on to the next phase of your life.
Thank you, Mr. Dormer. All right, moving along to Mr. Tony Palladino.
Thank you. I just want to come full circle first with Sandra. I first met her when we had the 1977 girls basketball championship reunion a few years ago. So put that smile on everyone's face. We have a state champion that's retiring as well. So I want to make sure we get that part in as well. I'm here to say a few words about Kenny Walker. He's a gym assistant, has been with the district for 30 plus years, first as a student and then as a gym assistant for us. As a gym assistant, he's done many jobs for us in the district, working with our athletic training staff, helping prep fields, get the gym ready for games, being there for whatever we need him for, you know, riding the golf cart and picking things up from one field to the other if needed. So we just want to give him the recognition that he deserves and wish him nothing but the best in his future.
Great, thank you so much, Tony. Now we're going to go to Mr. Dave Ludwig to talk about two of our cafeteria retirements.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to say congratulations to all of our retirees. I would like to recognize two food service employees. First is Ellie Specht. Ellie began her career with the district in 1988. She was our Marshall Street cafeteria manager and has been a great asset to our team. Ellie was a trainer as well as a mentor for many employees during her 31-year career. Second would be Rose Monasterio. She began her career with the district in 1994, and Rose was a food service production worker at her high school. Rose always greeted our students with a smile and will be missed on our pizza line. Both employees very dedicated to our students at Norristown Area School District, and I'd like to thank them for their dedication and service.
Thank you so much, Dave. Last but not least, we're going to throw it to Bob Mulkowski.
Thank you. I too would like to congratulate all the retirees tonight. In addition to the 5 from operations, I would like to wish Carla Jenkins Baylor the best. She was my first secretary when I arrived at the district many years ago, and would like to congratulate and wish Carla the best. Kenny Walker also, because Kenny had a weird role in the district. He kind of worked not only for Tony, but alongside with the custodial staff. So again, congratulations to Kenny. I'll start with Mike James, 37 years of service, bus driver. Everybody knows Mike. Mike had something to say about everything. And Mike was a great, dedicated employee. And he was a smiling face that was usually the first for the students to see on the bus. You know, bus drivers are one of the first people that all the students see in the morning. Mike not only was a bus driver though, but Mike was always there for me. Mike served in many different roles, being local to the community. He was the guy I called at 2 a.m. when there was a fire in Norristown and we had to go rescue people from their apartment building or something else. So whether it was plowing streets in the middle of the night or rescuing people from fires, Mike was my go-to guy for everything in the district. And he also served, you know, in union leadership for several years when I first started here. And Mike and I had to have some good, hard conversations about the way the district was headed. So congratulations to Mike, much deserved, and I really wish him the best. Next up is Jerry Goldschmidt. Jerry Goldschmidt served in several roles at the district. He was a union leadership, a custodial repairman as he retired, and also worked on the field crew. Jerry, another great guy, dedicated to the district with over 20 years of service. Carolyn Brown, bus aide. Carolyn Brown was the sweet lady in the office. So not only was she sweet and kind and nice to the students she saw, the other staff members, but when I say sweet, she was the sweetest because she was the one that would bring you baked goods when you needed them the most. So Carolyn knew the best bakeries to go to and always how to cheer up the office. Steve Yoakum, almost 35 years of service, 34 and a half years of service. Steve, great guy, great plumber, did amazing work for the district. I know he's out enjoying himself, and I know he's not logged in tonight. He's not a friend of technology, but he's also, you know, a naturist, and he's hunting or fishing somewhere and enjoying every minute of his retirement. Lastly, Sharika Bali, great custodian for the district, 30 years of service again. Everybody knew Sharika, and, you know, she always made your day with, you know, one of her favorite quotes was, too blessed to be stressed. And she would hit you up with that and a great smile every time you saw her in the building. So congratulations tonight to all the retirees. I wish you all the best.
Thanks so much, Bob. And thank you to all our principals and our admin team for your beautiful words and recognition of our retirees. Appreciate everyone that was able to join tonight to make it such a great celebration. I'm now turning it over to our school board member, Mr. Matt Rivera, for his closing remarks.
Hi, thank you. And thank you everyone for being here tonight. And thank you on behalf of the board and everybody that you've, you know, that made it tonight and has been a part of this district for many, many years. It's truly amazing. So here's all I want to say is that you will never really know the impact you've had. You certainly know the challenges, and I'm sure there have been many over the years. I can't even imagine some of them. All the changes you went through, the bureaucracy, lack of funding, and then the individual challenges, right, you faced and overcome, because sometimes we forget that teachers and everybody working in and around education are people. They have families and obligations and emergencies and tragedies and joys and celebrations and good times and not so good times. I'm sure some of the days were long, much like parenting. As one of my board colleagues said in some great text advice this weekend, the days are long, but the years go by fast. So I'm sure some of you are looking back and kind of amazed at where you are right now. You know the faces and the stories of our kids and our families and our community, and you take that with you, and believe me, they take you with them. Think of it this way. Giving kids knowledge is like giving them a pencil for which to write their futures. For some kids, I can guarantee you, especially many of our kids in this district, it was truly like giving them a new pencil for which to write their own future and a new life maybe, or a different life when the one they were given was not what they wanted, needed, or deserved. So thank you for that. And I remember to this day, more than 40 years later, names like Mr. Bell and Mrs. Barham, and I can tell you Mrs. Grader was my kindergarten teacher. And that's going on like 50 years almost, right? Remember to this day. So you have an impact, and I'm grateful for them, and I'm grateful for you. And especially right now with everything going on in our country, We understand how important education is to our future. We're privileged to work in a district with such a rich tapestry of diversity from which to share in, to learn from, and help us enrich and grow. And you are a part of that. And what a great legacy to be part of a child's life. Know that you've had an impact. That's really what I want to tell you. Our kids, our parents, our communities, our families will always, always remember what you did for them. And I guarantee you will have a place in their hearts. So in closing, the best that we can say is thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rivera. That was beautiful. And again, I just want to thank Charlie. I want to thank Alfredo Frias, the whole Norristown musical team, our board members, our admin team, and everyone who joined in as an attendee tonight. Tried to do the best we could with what we are given right now. And we're just so happy that we were able to honor you and share our thanks. So wish you all a beautiful evening. Norristown's always here for you. So without that, we'll start our board meeting in 5 minutes. So thank you so much.
Thank you.